tell us she would engage in some very pleasant activity, alone.
Come into my house, stranger. Come in and pass the time of day with me. Never betray her, never betray her, never betray her.
Child.
Don't be afraid. What harm is there?
She was a young girl lifting a rope in the garden. There was no sin a lover of love could not pardon. She was as narrow as virtue, as easy as fly. I was only halfway when her petulant sighing stopped me. And I asked, why? And she said with a laugh.
Moon of my eyes, I sigh for your other half.
Farewell, sweet girl.
Where do you think you are going? Do you think that the door of freedom is as large as the door of entrance? Undeceive yourself, silly Aziz. The door to my house opens only once a year.
So I stayed there a year, living as an animal, eating, drinking, and making love. Until after the 12 months, I heard the door groaning on its hinges. I ran into the street. I came across the garden with my beloved, and there she was. I'd never seen her face so sad.
Miserable wretch, I know where you've been. Do you think I'm as patient as Aziza? Do you think I'm going to pine away and die for your infidelities? Detestable Aziz, you are like a buck who is too much in heat. Slaves!
10 women set upon me, my good lords. They tied me down. With a hot knife, they unmanned me. They threw me from the house. I tried to return the girl behind the door, but she would not have me.
Aziz, you have lost all that was ever valuable in you.
I see now you are truly grieved. Here is the letter of Aziza.
I unfolded it and began to read.
I could not say I had a secret for your ears, but my eyes said so. I could not say that you had caused my tears, but my eyes said so. I could not say my fingers mean I love you. I could not say my brows are meant to move you. I could not say my heart is here to prove you, but my eyes said so.
How many times have I heard that voice since?
You taught my heart to burn while yours was resting. You taught my eyes to watch while your eyes slept.
Why did you look away, my love, my love? Why did you leave me all alone?
Your careless head upon my breast lay nesting, and dreamed another woman while I wept.
Why did you look away, my love, my love? Why did you leave me all alone?
So dig my grave deep, and set this verse above. She fears not death, for she has known love.
Why did you look away, my love, my love? Why did you leave me all alone?
So I beat myself, gentlemen. I beat myself for shame. It is such deep shame that compels me to borrow these robes of majesty. For when I ride upon the Tigris at night, I dream I am a Khalifa, instead of just a fool who has lost Aziza. Ah, how perfect it must be to be Khalifa, to be Harun al-Rashid. How perfect just to be somebody else.
My lord, it is dawn. My father has returned with my shroud. My lord?
Tell me stories, many stories. Tell me quick.
She said, there was once
and when the 951st night had come,
a king who decided it was time for his 3 sons to marry. My sons, good and evil chances are not to be told beforehand. And against the decree of destiny, there is no provision. Therefore, I wish that each of you blindfold yourself, spin around many times, dance in all directions, and shoot an arrow. The woman to whom your arrow falls the closest, you shall marry.
The 2 elder brothers met with evident success, but the arrow of the 3rd brother fell upon a house whose owner was not yet known. The prince journeyed forth and found inside the house no inhabitant but a large and lonely tortoise. By Allah, said the boy's father, you must not marry such a creature. Try again. does not marry such a creature. Try again. But the arrow fell again upon the house of the large and lonely tortoise. By Allah, she is written in my destiny. I have no predilection for tortoises in general. It is this one whom I wish to marry.
How can you marry yourself to a tortoise?
My arrow fell upon her house, and by Allah, I will marry her.
What can you be thinking to marry yourself to such a creature?
I have no predilection for tortoises in general. It is this one whom I wish to marry.
Look, your brothers have found themselves decent brides.
This is the wife that I want, for she is told me, although she's a tortoise, she's an excellent cook.
Soon the king fell ill from chagrin that he had a tortoise for a daughter-in-law.
But the tortoise cooked up a soup that cured the king.
While the other two wives were helpless in that regard, there was a feast to celebrate the king's recovery. The two sisters-in-law decked themselves out in finery and laughed out loud at the tortoise.
But then she stood up and poured soup over her head.
And when she did, the soup turned into emeralds which clattered across the floor, and she herself changed into a princess.
The two sisters-in-law poured soup over their heads. But it
Not everything is as it seems.
One night, Harun al-Rashid found himself lying between two fair girls whom he loved equally, and could not decide who he should choose.
The capital belongs to me, and you will not even let me have the interest.
I have a right to the capital, according to these words of the prophet, upon whom be prayer and peace. He who makes the dead earth live again shall own it for himself.
The capital belongs to me, according to these words of the prophet, on whom be prayer and peace. Game shall not belong to him who starts it, but to him who kills it.
On hearing these quotations, he considered the two girls so much to the point that he chose both of them on that one night. An infamous pedalist named Bilateral, whose favorite poem was, "Not to hear the fools who say, you love to